3 weeks, he was like, oh, I love you. He's like, nah, you're on some weird stuff. Like, you're trying to go see us. We're lacking. And if he wanted to do something crazy to us, he probably could have because we didn't know he was there. Pumpkins, it's Kenise Lumpkin. If you're new to my channel, hi, welcome. If you're a returning pumpkin, hey, how you doing, y'all? And as y'all can tell by the title, today is about a story time about my situationship. Literally. So I want to thank y'all so much for 2K. At this point, I'm currently at, hold on, yesterday I was at 2K. So now I'm currently at 2.4K. Oh my gosh. I am beyond grateful to you guys and God for sure. 2.4K. I want to thank y'all for that so much. My channel like grown like really fast over the last week. But anyway, today I got my water, my cold water. I feel like an ASMR channel. I'm talking too much. Let's get into the story time. Disclaimer, because I haven't been doing my disclaimers. If you see yourself in this story time, please don't think that you live free from my head because you don't. With that being said, get your mother freaking popcorn, your mother freaking juice, your mother freaking pretzels, and let's get straight into the story time. So, it's this guy I was talking to. We're gonna name him Funky. We're gonna name the guy Funky because the way he acted was very funky. So I met Funky when I was with my cousin because the guy that my cousin was dealing with had like some type of like birthday party going on, and you know I don't have a lot of friends, so I don't really go outside because I don't have a lot of friends. So my cousin invited me, and at first I was like I really didn't want to go because I was like, in a sense, kind of occupied that day, but like then like the plans I had got canceled. So I told my cousin like, okay, I'll come. I told my cousin like, okay, I'll come. So the boy was there. Funky was there because Funky is homies with the guy my cousin was talking to. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, when I see him, he was really handsome. It was giving all that good stuff, like, you know, like, it was like... Okay. No, so yeah, I see him or whatever, and you know how you could tell, like, when you and two people keep making eye contact, there was a lot of that. So I told my cousin, I was like, who is that? And my cousin's like, that's his friend. And my cousin's like, do you want to put you on? But I was like, no, because you don't have to go up and talk to a guy or be like, oh, do you want to talk to me? Because he's gonna come talk to you. It was like a little karaoke night thing, whatever. The night ended or whatever. He came up to me, he was like, oh, like, you got a boyfriend? I was like, no. And he was like, oh, well, let me get your number and maybe I can take you out sometime. And that's how they always be. They be always trying to pull out that little script, like, calm down. So I told my cousin, because we was geeking about it a little bit. She's like, oh, like, you could be with him, I could be with my man, da-da-da. During this time, y'all, and I was in school. Like, right now I have a break, but, like, I was in school. So it wasn't much I could do. It was sleep, study, clinical, sleep, study, clinical. So I didn't have a lot of time. I really just had that time because it was the weekend, but I barely had that time, honestly. So yeah, so he started to like act like to see me a lot, and it was like I wasn't really able to see him a lot unless it was me and my cousin and then him and then his friend that my cousin was currently talking to. And it's like I couldn't see him a lot because like I was too busy, and like the days that they were planning to do stuff, it was just more comfortable for me. I didn't really have enough time on top of that. Time goes on, we're talking, we're texting, and I linked up with him. And we had went to the movies or something like that, y'all. I didn't do nothing with this man. I didn't do nothing, so like I was like confused on why he started acting like that. Like you would think that like somebody done gave him a little something, like no. So the way he started acting after that was like confusing me. So we went to the movies and then we ended up getting food. And we were in the car, he was basically like, bro, I just been single for a long time because like I know how I get. And I was like, you know how you get? But to me like, bro, I goes crazy. Like, I'm like, yeah, he wasn't playing. I'm joking, we laughing it off or whatever. And I'm like, okay, like we telling each other like, you know, this is the time that we really had to like be alone. So we like really like talking to each other, getting to know each other outside of like texting and stuff like that. We texted consistently, but we never were on the phone consistently. I was too busy. I was genuinely too busy. Time goes on and stuff like that, y'all. We're talking. We, you know, we get more comfortable. And I'm gonna say like 3 weeks, he was like, oh, I love you. And I was like, I like you too. And he was like, what do you mean you like me too? And I was like, I like you too. It's like, I said I love you. And I was like, I just don't feel ready to say that. He was like, you're making me feel some way. And I was like, why are you feel some way? Because I said, you want me to lie to you? No, I'm not gonna lie to you. If I don't love you, I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you I do. I was like, well, I'm sorry I made you feel that way, but you know, right now I just feel like it's too early for me to say that to you because I'm not, no. He was like, good night. I was like, okay, good night. So after that, he told me good night or whatever, y'all, because I guess he was like in his feelings. And one day, y'all, I had to go to work. And I told him that I had to go to work, but then I ended up calling off and I didn't tell him I was calling off. So he FaceTimed me the next day after that, and he was like, why are you not at work? And I was like, because I didn't want to go. He was like, oh, are you lying about going to work? Are you lying about going to work? Did you really even have to go to work? Like, are you lying to me now?
Why are you running?
I was just like, the fuck? Who are you questioning, sir? I was just like, no, I just genuinely like had to go and then I called off because I didn't want to go. He's like, nah, you're on some weird stuff. Like, you're trying to go see other guys and be around other guys. What?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
What are you even talking about right now? Like, are you cool? Like, so I immediately just got to the point to where I just was like, yeah, this is not gonna work because like, you're not gonna stress me out. One thing for sure, two things for certain, you're not about to stress me out. I already had school going on, work. Baby, you were really last priority, honestly. So I'm just like, okay, click, I hung up in his face. But is you okay? We not doing that. So he's like, you're rude, da da da. He's going on my phone, like answer. He just want to talk to me, like, I'm sorry, maybe I shouldn't have like reacted that way. And I'm just like, yeah, like you shouldn't have reacted that way because like, what are you even talking about? Like, you're acting like my dad and you're not my dad. I have a dad. So days goes on, I forgave him for that, but then it started to like give me the ick, y'all, because at this point I was just like, yeah, like you're throwing me off and you're making me not want to talk to you no more, especially because he knew I understood. Like even before I started talking to him, I explained to this boy that I had a lot going on in my life right now, and the guy was like, I'm gonna give you my time, and they be saying, oh, you gonna make time for me, you wanna make time for it, but y'all genuinely, when the school that I do, baby, I barely had time for my own needs and wants and stuff like that. So yeah, days goes on, y'all. He was texting me, he wants to hang out one day. And I was like, I can't hang out because I'm hanging out with my cousin. He was like, why you can't hang out? I was like, I'm hanging out with my cousin. He's like, oh, what y'all gonna go on 2 men like how y'all did when you met me? I said, that wasn't a 2 man. That was a karaoke party that you all invited me to. I probably wasn't even gonna go at first. He was like, nah, you're on some weird stuff. So I stopped texting him back. I just stopped texting him back. So at this time, y'all, I just got to the point where I'm just like, bro, leave me alone. Like, bro, you're weird. Like, I don't have to explain myself to you. And I feel like I'm trying not to be rude, but you're making me be rude. He texted me. He's like, hey, text me back, question mark, hello, where you at? I said, what? He said, hello, question mark, question mark. I said, bro, just leave me alone. He said, no, hello, yo, hello. He sends me a picture of him with a girl. Y'all, this is the picture. I'm gonna put the picture right here on the screen. He sends me that, and then he's like, I'm with her right now, but I miss you. And it's like, are you trying to make me mad because I told you, mind you, you're mad because I'm not hanging out with you. So like, what are we talking about? He texted me, he said, you say you know that I want to be with somebody else. Man, y'all, like, what the freak are you even talking about, dude? I haven't even texted you back. I haven't even texted you back. So what are you talking about? He say, you say you know what that I want to be with somebody else, but do you know that legit every night I look back at our old convos, scroll down your TikTok just to admire how beautiful you are and how lucky I was to be in a position where I met you that day. How I think about once I'm able to fully financially provide, then you was gonna be my #1 person I did everything for. How I imagine once I'm off probation, I plan to eventually move states with you and chase your streaming while I chase my music. Hey, I think of all this. I want a future with you. I didn't come to waste your time, and I'm sorry for the little things that happen because I don't fully have myself where I want. But I can promise you one thing, is that when I do guarantee you my queen coming with me, I don't want another soul but you. As you're laying in the bed with another girl.
Stop it. Get some help.
Mind you, probation, you ain't telling me you was on no probation. I don't like nobody with no criminal, nothing record, baby. I need you to be a scholar, and you're not being a scholar, so what are we talking about? So I don't even like talk to dudes like that, and I told him that the first time we went in the car, so probation, so like he slipped up and said it. So I'm on high alert, I'm irritated, I'm like, bro, I didn't even text him back. I'm with my cousin, y'all. I'm at the park, I'm chilling, I'm out of my business. I'm at home. Later that night, I'm sitting on the phone with my cousin, and it was so crazy outside work. I get this video. And y'all can tell, because I was way more skinnier, baby. I get this video. That's me and my cousin at the park earlier that day. So I immediately just like shook because we were lacking. And if he wanted to do something crazy to us, he probably could have because we didn't know he was there. So I didn't even respond. I was like, y'all know, like, when y'all come to realization, like, somebody's, like, crazy.
And
So I'm just like, y'all have to protect myself, because now you're acting crazy. Now you're acting like you're just, I don't know, like, you would think that I did something intimate with that boy the way he was acting, y'all. Like, I didn't. Like, why are you acting like that? Stop that shit. Get some help. So I'm just like, what? Like, I'm irritated. I'm telling my cousin like, bro, like, so weird. Like, how, we didn't even know he was there. Like, he could have, like, did this and that, like, that. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, I felt like, I told my cousin, like, tell your boyfriend, the guy that you're talking to get his friend, because that's not normal. That is not normal. The way he's acting, the way he's portraying himself, it's not normal. It's genuinely scary. So, y'all, ever since that day, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I haven't heard from him. If you're acting like that, imagine all the other stuff that you would do. Yeah, and that's like scary, because like, why are you like that? Hello, are you okay? Y'all don't understand, like, y'all, I don't know where that was gonna go if I didn't remove myself and like block him off everything. She told like the dude she was talking to let him know, like, to leave me alone. I haven't heard back from him. Hopefully never ever hear from him again. If you watched it all the way to the end of this video, please make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see my pumpkin patch in the next video.